Welcome to She's in the Weeds.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Hollis.
We're best friends exploring the intersection of pop culture and the female experience.
Be sure to follow us on socials and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if you love us, give us that 5-star review.
Nailed it?
I think it's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, every listener out there, if you are listening to this podcast regularly, please go tell your friends and family because we are working way too hard to have 50 listeners.
We just spent an hour trying to figure out something that we ultimately had to abort.
Yes, abort mission. Oh my God.
But we're back. We're doing it old school. If you've noticed, we've been recording virtually, quote unquote.
Yes.
Just because it's so much easier for Sam, who does the heavy lifting of all the editing.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the way it looks, too.
No, I do too. I mean, it's definitely, it'll be worth looking into like external cameras because the web cameras on the computers aren't great. So like the quality of the video is not as good as even like a smartphone, but it's definitely, I like the setup or the
tower kind of
yeah.
what's
What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Split screen.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like that you can see us both the whole time, but yeah, it's I don't know why
we're audio
stuff
noobs.
is so hard.
I know, and there's just like none of it is intuitive to me. Like
Mm-mm.
video stuff I feel like I can kind of figure out.
Yeah.
You can push buttons and just like figure things out. That is not the case with audio.
Yeah, no.
You can't watch a tutorial and learn it. Like video, there's millions of videos and it's pretty, straightforward.
Yeah.
Audio, it's like
Like, okay,
turn up the doohickey on the motor skirter. You're like, what?
Exactly. They're like, well, go to your equalizer and slide the bar to 400 plus gain, and then make sure you change your hertz here. And I'm
and
like,
it never works.
No.
You do exactly what they say.
And it sounds
You're like,
exactly
this
the same.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I know. It's too much. And there's too many options.
Yeah, it's too much.
So we're back to our old school technique.
Which is fine. We've had a bit of a break, so I can spend a little extra time on our super cinematic clips. So yeah, and we've been off the mics for a while. We've been traveling, doing all kinds of things, and jet setting, and had some episodes banked, and so this is the first time we're back live.
Yeah, took a little summer break.
Yeah. And we did release an old episode this week because we are going to do a part 2 to that one, which I'm looking forward to. I had to get some things. I was like, I just need like tangible things in my hand. So I brought it today to show you, but the Scholastic Book Fair, Linda Tran ordered She-Bop like in 2000. All the hot female pop stars.
Oh, Linda Tran is who you ordered it off of?
Well, Linda Tran is who ordered it. Now, I bought it on eBay.
Oh,
I don't know where this person sourced it. I don't know if that's Linda Tran. I don't know. But the order form was inside the magazine where she wrote her name, Linda Tran, and like checked it off.
No way.
And then checked the box for free stickers with your purchase.
Oh my gosh, that is sending me straight back to 4th grade. That's
yes.
Crazy. That's
$2.95 for this.
I mean, I would just like to applaud your purchase, Linda.
Yeah.
I think it was money well spent.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you went all out and got the free stickers. Why would you not?
I mean, what do you mean check the box? Like,
yeah, they should just, if they're free,
they just come with
them
it
to everybody.
Just be like, we're sending you stickers.
Yeah.
So I got that, and it's, all the hot female pop stars from that era. And then I also have en route to my house currently is Bot Magazine 1999's 25 Hottest Guys.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
It's going to be a banger of an episode.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. So that'll be coming.
I used to buy Bop and was it Bebop? There was like
BB.
another BB. Yeah.
And then there was Tiger Beat and Team Beat, but yes, Bop and BB.
And BB were my jams.
Yes.
I still remember the small little magazine aisle at the IGA in Ellettsville where I would stock up.
Oh, yeah. So that's coming. That's going to be exciting. I can't wait to get that other one. I also can't wait to do what we do on this podcast and see how they talk about the girls versus how they talk about the guys in the magazine. It's going to be really interesting.
I know. I wonder if it's going to be like, oh my God, no wonder this is why we are the way we are.
No, 100%. And I have something to bring up about that later. I was watching a movie and I was like, no wonder. I mean, honestly, and it's one of the things we do on our pop culture archives where we go back and we watch some of these movies from, our coming of age era. And it's going back and watching it through an adult lens and also just being more educated on all of that. It's no wonder. Right. Are you kidding? So anyway, what kind of catch up do you have?
I took a really fantastic trip. That was quite the experience. My mother, my aunt, and then our aunt's friend took the train from Chicago to San Francisco. So it was 52 hours on a train.
Woo!
Going straight across the country, Chicago. I mean, it was just like a straight diagonal, basically. You go through the Rocky Mountains, Utah, the Sierra Nevadas. It's incredibly scenic. And it was my first time on a train like that. I've never been on a sleeper train. It was so cool.
I would imagine most people haven't.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do that. But it was always kind of like, when or why would I ever have the time or reason? And we were going out there to scatter my aunt who passed away earlier this year, her ashes. So my mom was just like, let's make a trip out of it.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, perfect opportunity. So it was really cool. It was actually more comfortable than I thought. The rooms, we got the bedroom. So there's different, different options. Coach, of course, which is just like an airport
steerage. we realize it's a little classist on the train.
Yeah. I mean, it is. So are planes, first class. But yeah, it is very much like that.
It was the meals that got me.
Yeah. No, it really is, because there's then the midsection are called roomettes, which are I don't know how anyone shares that with another person. It's almost worse than the coach seats, because it is an enclosed room and it's just two seats that face each other with knee to knee, and I mean there's a little bit of space between you two, and then these two beds fold down from the wall and they're really narrow. And I mean, we were considering it at first, my mom and I, because we were going to share a room. But seeing them in person, I was just like, there's no way in hell we would have survived this trip. And
thank God you went for the first class VIP.
We got first class, which is the bedroom. Comes to the bathroom in your room.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah, because that's the other thing about the roomettes. You said it's how many?
Sharing the whole car, which is probably 8 roomettes. So it could be 16 people that you're sharing a very small one bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah. And I mean,
that was very privileged and bougie sounding.
Sure,
but
no.
But I couldn't do it. I pee 2 or 3 times a night.
Yeah, and I mean, a day, I like to say a lot of times with travel, I could do anything for a day.
Right.
But the 2 nights, and it ended up being almost 3 whole days, because you travel there and then the train gets delayed. So we were on that train the 3rd day, almost the whole day.
Right.
Still. So, and 2 sleeps. So it's altogether, it would have been really hard.
Yeah.
To share a bathroom with that many people.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like an airplane bathroom.
Right.
It's very small.
Yeah.
And so, the rooms are compact, but they're cool. In the first class room, you have a sink and a mirror and running water and very surprising hot water.
Yeah.
Which that kind of shocked me, because then the shower and the toilet are one, I don't know, what you call that, there's a name for it. I can't remember.
Yeah, in a RV.
A standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you have a big window and a little bench, couch, and a chair. And then the beds also fold down from the wall, kind of like a bunk bed situation, but they're wider and a little bit more spacious. But, I mean, once the beds are down, there's no really moving around. You can walk, but it's you're side shuffling. It was a little comical.
But you could still get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night if you needed to.
There's a little ladder that goes up there. But I mean, it was kind of laughably tight. My mom and I were laughing at the two of us, getting around in that room when the beds were down. But when they were up, it was super comfortable.
Yeah.
It was a little more jostly.
A little bumpy. It's still bumpy.
I don't know what I was expecting. Well, I do know what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be smooth.
Yeah, we talked about this. I was like, what do you mean? It's not like a monorail where it's just like
that is exactly
totally
what I
smooth?
was expecting. But like
no, it's a railroad through the frontier.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
The frontier. It probably hasn't been maintained since its construction, whatever that was. I don't even know.
Right.
But like the beginning of last
The 1800s?
century.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And yeah, they were like, well, you know, a lot of freight goes on these railroads, and then when they get a lot of rain, I guess that like causes the trains to like, you know, slide back and forth a little bit, which like causes them to. I was like, this isn't making me feel better. This makes me feel a little like unsafe.
Am I going off the rails?
But so the first night was really bumpy. It was a tough sleep, but the second night was better, and it was.
I was really tired, so I just slept through it. It's fine.
Yeah, it was a little. It was a little bit more uncomfortable in ways that I wasn't expecting,
Right.
and more uncomfortable in ways that surprised me.
Yeah.
So, like, all in all, it was very cool. The dining car was super cool because, like, you know, you have two people.
But you can only eat if you're first class.
Oh yeah, so this is what you were saying, that like if you're first class, you get 3 meals a day, which they feed you a lot, and you get a lot. You get like dinner and lunch. It's a 3-course meal.
Yeah.
Breakfast is a lot of food. Like I was surprised that the food was actually pretty good, and they feed you a lot. But yeah, if you have a first class ticket, you're guaranteed a seat at one of the dining tables for 3 meals a day. And then if there are empty seats available or room, they open it up to the steerage. The coach people can come in and like, oh, I want to sit down. They can order food from like this little place downstairs that sells like sandwiches and stuff. But yeah, it's like first come, first serve on an open basis after first class. So yeah.
I thought that was funny.
But it was very cool. I'm really glad I got to do it with my mom. It was super fun, very scenic. I will say, though, I feel like it's an excellent solo trip. Like, if you like to travel by yourself, that's how I would recommend doing it. I wish I would have done it by myself when I was, like,
Younger.
22 or 25, you know? And because there were a lot of young solo travelers on the train. It was a great way to meet people. There's also a lot of older people, too, that are like, there's 4 or 5 of these trains that you can take on multi-day trips that go across the country in different routes. And there were a lot of people who were like, oh, yeah, I've done them all, or like, this is my second time.
This
it's
is my
like,
thing.
Yeah, it really is.
This
So,
is my thing.
which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a great way to like, you know, travel the country for sure.
Travel the world. Just hop on a train.
So
Yeah.
it was a really great experience. I'm so glad I did it. It was interesting and challenging in certain ways, but very, very rewarding. It was really fun.
Well, good.
And then we spent a couple days in San Francisco, and so that was
Yeah,
super
that's
fun.
great.
So yeah,
Cool.
that was my big trip.
Well, I had a much better experience in the air than I did on the ground. I disappeared for about half a day. I rented a car and drove to Pennsylvania to meet a friend and her kids, vacationed for a few days in Pennsylvania, then was driving on from there to Virginia Beach to meet some more friends, and my husband was flying from home to meet us for the second leg of the trip, and then we were all flying home together. When I left Pennsylvania, I put the route into Virginia Beach. It's about a 6.5-hour drive. Route loaded, great. Get in the car. And this is kind of in the mountains in Pennsylvania. So they're like the service was spotty.
Mm-hmm.
I get, 10 minutes down the road. I still don't have service. I'm like, what's going on? Well, I didn't have service the entire drive. What should have been a 6.5-hour drive turned into a 9.5-hour drive. It was just traffic, and I don't even know. Like, I'm not even sure exactly what happened. It was just like at one point there was a ton of stop and go traffic, and I was too afraid to do anything because I was afraid I was going to lose the route. Somehow the route was still loaded, and I honestly think it was the car's GPS that kept me on route. Because when I did have to stop, you know how usually you stop off to go to the bathroom and it's like the route goes with you into the gas station and it's like go out and turn, like it's
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to reroute you back onto the route. When I would turn off of the route, it just froze and the blue dot just stayed there and I went off the
weird.
map and it didn't follow me. So then I was afraid to unplug my phone from the car and like take it in
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, that would weird me out a little bit too.
Yeah, so it wasn't great. I finally got to my destination. My husband, of course, was freaking out, calling everyone because I like didn't arrive when I was supposed to arrive and I wasn't answering the phone and it was a whole thing. But what I've decided is I would rather deal with unpredictability in the airport and with planes than I would in the car.
Yeah.
9.5 hours in the car for a kid, like I can't get them out of the seat. I can't pee. I also like can't predict when I should stop to pee. I pulled off at this Walmart right before we got onto like the next interstate. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to stop here and pee. I didn't have to go that bad, but I was like, I don't really know what this is going to be like. Like, let's just stop here. And then that's when we entered that stop and go traffic where it took me like an hour and a half to go 30 miles.
Oh, man.
If I had not peed, I would have been pulling off on the shoulder.
Oh, no.
Like it was so, I was like, thank God
Yeah.
I stopped when I did. And my kids, it was tough. And like they drop things, you can't reach for things for them, you can't comfort them. And then like every time you stop the car to like do something, like, okay, let me get you resituated, let me get you out, you're adding time to your trip.
Yeah.
I would much rather be in an airport where I can go get something to eat. We can go here. We can go to Hudson News. I'd much rather be on the plane where I can get up and go to the bathroom. I can get them snacks.
As long as I have a Hudson News, I am good.
That's right. And like I know people complain all the time about airports and flights being delayed and it's such a nightmare. It ain't got shit on the driving nightmare.
Yeah,
like,
well, especially by yourself.
oh my God.
You know, you don't have another person to like.
No, but even when you
tend to
do,
them.
they can't really do anything either.
Yeah, you're stuck in a
You're
box.
stuck. Yeah. I mean, you really can't. Like, because even when we're together, I'm just the driver of the family. I drive. So, like, yeah, sometimes Kurt will take his seatbelt off and, like, be like, okay, let me rummage around back here and try to
Right,
find
but
it.
yeah, that
but you
never
can
works
only,
that
yeah,
well.
no. And you can
Yeah.
really only do that so much. And, oh, my Lord. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds. I feel bad now because on my end, I'm at the gym, and Sam's husband's name comes up on my phone, and I was like, oh no, like I have his number, but we don't
Right.
ever text or call each other.
Yeah. Like, if he's calling you, it's
I was like,
not
oh
good.
shit. And like obviously I knew you were out of town, and we had been texting a little bit, but we hadn't been texting that day. I think I texted you a couple times, you didn't respond, which like wasn't that
right.
out of the normal. But I answered the phone, and I was like, hey. He's like, hey, I just lost my whole family. I was like, what? Like, which sounds like my whole family died.
Right.
I just lost my whole family. Don't open with that. Oh my God. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, well, I lost contact with Sam and I can't reach her. And I was like, okay. So they're not confirmed dead, is what
Right.
you're telling me. Jesus.
As far as we know, they are living and breathing. They're only missing. Okay, good.
But then I was really scared because then I called your friend. And she was like, no, I was actually just about to text her because she was
I
like a
know.
couple hours late. And then I was like, oh my God, she is confirmed dead. It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. That's confirmed. No, I know. And I knew, I was like, I know people are calling me because I said, you know, it's a 6.5 hour drive. I should be here about this time.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to make the call and be like,
I couldn't risk it.
Yeah, we got to get there.
I have to just get there while I have the route because, like,
I have to proceed to the route.
I have to proceed to the route. Because it's like, otherwise, I'm going to have to, like, go in somewhere. I'm going to have to call them from somebody else's phone and have them look up the directions from where I am and, like, write them down.
Yeah.
No.
I have to buy a map. I don't think you could even buy a map in a gas station anymore.
Probably not. And yeah, I mean, and I am old enough to have traveled with atlases when I was a kid, and I was always the navigator.
Yeah.
You know, my mom would drive, and I had the atlas. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna get on I-70, like, you know. So it's not that I don't know how to do that, but and it's hard to do when you're the driver and you have kids, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We're so used to
yeah,
the convenience, and because it does work. I mean, most of the time it works really well.
Yeah.
But then when it doesn't, you're like, oh man,
I know.
I don't have any other resources.
Well, and then I got there and I was like, I
back
still
up.
don't have any service. Like, what's going on? And so I'm like looking at all this stuff and I was like, let me just restart my phone.
Start right up.
Oh yeah.
Just fine.
That was it. That's all I had to do.
Good old start and restart.
Oh my God.
Well, that's
I
good.
don't think I'll be doing any more driving trips. I'd
Yeah.
rather just fly.
Won't be taking your kids to another state in a car for vacation.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not for a while. Nope. Oh man.
Oh man, vacation is hard.
Yes.
Talk about privilege.
Yeah.
It's taken me like 2 weeks to like get back into the swing of things.
Oh, have to have a vacation from vacation,
Yeah.
especially when you have kids. So anyway, it's been a lot of traveling. School starts next week, and I am excited to like just get back into the regular routine of things.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice.
Nice.
I am coming to the table today with not one, but two behavioral diseases.
Oh, I thought you were going to say circle backs. I do have one circle back to make after your behavioral diseases. They're way more exciting. Let's hear.
Should we lead with those?
Yes,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay, so number one, I will open the new box of crackers or the new bag of tortilla chips, even if there's one in there that's open. I will not check if those are fresh or stale. Like when I go in to get a snack and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have cheese and crackers, and there's an open box of Triscuits in the pantry and there's an unopened box, I will grab the unopened box. I'm not even messing with it. I don't.
Purposely?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know these are fresh and delicious.
Oh, because you're worried about you don't want to.
I don't know if they're stale.
Eating a stale one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I will not be bothered to just try
Test
it.
them out.
Yeah, no. Every single time. Same with
Hey,
the tortilla chips.
I mean, that sounds pretty healthy. I don't know if that's a disease. It just sounds like preference. Like, you know what? I'm the adult here. I bought these damn crackers.
That's right.
I'm eating me a freshie every time.
I want a freshie. I want guaranteed freshness, and I can't be bothered to test it. So
Hey, you have good high standards. Nothing wrong with that.
I guess.
So
So
we were just talking about Triscuits at work because
Triscuits are the goat.
they are the best.
Yeah.
And a coworker busted out the family size box, and she just like opened up the box. I was like, hell yeah.
Yes.
You're
my people.
I'm not putting these in a plastic bag. I'm bringing the whole damn box.
Heck yeah.
And I'm just going to town.
That's right.
We
yeah.
had a nice long conversation about Triscuits.
They're fabulous.
Yeah.
They're simple, 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
They're salty. They're delicious.
They're actually borderline too salty sometimes.
They're wonderful.
They don't hold back on the salt, which I'm fine with.
I'm a salt girl, so
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I really like the thins.
Oh, I've never had the thins.
See, I like the thins because I feel like it like tricks my mind. I'm like, I can have 15 of these and it's
Oh, yeah.
one serving.
But like, how many is in a serving?
6.
What was I eating?
6 Triscuits.
That's not a lot of. That's
It's not enough.
That's not. That's ridiculous.
It's not enough.
I'm having at least 2, if not 3 servings.
Oh,
But-
for sure.
But and I don't feel as bad when they're Triscuits because in
No.
my mind I'm just like, these are healthy.
They're healthy.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
No,
Absolutely.
what snack was I eating the other day in the serving size? It was a cracker. It was 15, and I was like, this is never happened.
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
That's why I was so thrilled when they came out with the thins. And I was like, 15 crackers?
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Sold.
Lifelong
Sign me up.
customer. I mean, I already am, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nabisco.
Have you ever had chocolate hummus? Sorry, not to get too far off.
No.
Another coworker in the same conversation was like, "Oh, you should try the chocolate hummus." And everybody at the table was like, "Gross." She was like, "No, I'm serious. Try it. It's so good. It tastes like brownie batter, and
Yeah.
you dip like
Not
strawberry."
a Triscuit, though.
No, not for your Triscuits.
Yeah, okay.
You drip like strawberries or pretzels in it.
Yeah,
It's
I could
like-
see that.
Yeah.
One time, my sister-in-law made chocolate mousse out of avocado when she was doing like Whole 30 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It just tasted like chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can make it out of cottage cheese. You can make
Probably.
anything. You can make anything out of cottage cheese.
Yeah,
Did you know that,
absolutely.
listeners?
I mean, we could go to the moon in a container of cottage cheese. Anywho, you know.
All right, give me your other one.
Okay, so I think this is a universal behavioral disease that we have as human
The uni?
beings. When you pick something up, you're like, oh, yes, this. I'm going to need this. And you put it in a totally obscure random places you're like, I'll remember. I'll never forget that I put it here. And then you immediately forget because it's so random.
Yeah.
And then at one point you remember, like, where is that thing? And then you're like, I put it somewhere random. You won't remember where it is, but you'll remember that you had that thought. And you're like, why did I do this to myself again? And then I will find it 2 years later.
Oh, wow. 2 years. Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's a good long time. And do you remember when you find it? Oh, it's that thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the
Really gets, yeah.
keg money.
Yes. Oh, boy.
We thought our keg money had been stolen, but really we just like put it in the corner
Hid
of the
it
closet
really
with a
well.
bunch of clothes on top of it. Found it when we moved out of the apartment.
Well, and it got our ex keg, so there you go.
Oh my God.
Mine, I have one. This is a totally lame phoned in one, but I am curious because I squeeze the toothpaste from the middle.
Okay.
Are you a bottom roller?
No, I mean, I'm kind of both.
Same.
Like, I squeeze it when it's new. I'm not like meticulously
No.
I just squeeze until toothpaste comes out.
Yeah, and this is the argument I have against the people who are like, you gotta squeeze from the bottoms. Like, you can squeeze from the bottom anytime.
Right. You don't
If
have
you
to
squeeze
start
from the
out
middle,
that way.
Then eventually you can just roll it up when you're ready for more.
That's exactly what I do.
I had dated a guy who was like, I can't believe you squeezed. It was like a Seinfeld episode. And
Right.
I was like, quit being that person.
Yeah.
Like, I can just squeeze it from the bottom when I'm ready.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Don't force me
Yeah.
to squeeze it from the bottom now.
It's my bottle. I'll squeeze it whenever I want.
That's right.
It's my tube, I mean.
Don't police my squeezing.
Yeah, don't police the squeeze. That's a good album name.
Police the
Police
squeeze.
the squeeze.
Or band name.
Either one, yeah.
Either or. Okay, what's your circle back? Because do your circle back, and
Okay.
then I want to talk about just 2 things that pissed me off.
Okay, my circle back is I really just wanted to call myself out on something we talked about in our last conversation.
Okay.
We were talking about being tryhards and how, growing up as a young woman, you oftentimes would try to be the girl that like, oh, I'm the cool girl.
The guy's girl.
The guy's girl.
Yeah,
I like to hang with the guys. And we were kind of talking about how, like, at what point in our lives we realized we acknowledged and were aware of that behavior.
Yeah, and
And
where
then-
the messaging came from for that,
Yes,
which we
yes.
still aren't
And
quite
then-
sure.
I just noticed that in that acknowledgement, at some point you said, yeah, and it's so funny because, like, I would much rather hang with a group of girls over a group of guys. And
Yeah.
I said, well, I don't know if I would say I would want to more. And even in that moment, I was doing it.
I know.
Still. And I was just like, what are
I
you doing?
almost said something in the moment.
And I don't know. I still am kind of unpacking why. I guess I just have this thing where I'm like, no, because we've had this conversation too before about like men and women can be friends without there being a romantic or sexual drive there,
Right.
which I do believe in. So I almost feel like I was trying to like prove that kind of point in a way.
Yeah.
But I was very much still doing the thing that I think is so deeply ingrained in me where I'm like, no, but like, I'm not like that.
Right.
And it's just so funny that we were confronting those behaviors and feelings, and
It's
it was
still there.
so insidious in me that I still was like hanging on to it a little bit
Yeah.
because it's not true. And I noticed it when a lot of times with my boyfriend, like I'll be like, are there gonna be any girls there?
Yeah.
Or like at the end of the night when there's a group of people we're hanging out with, and then it just ends up being like him and his guy friends. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go to bed.
Going to bed.
Yeah, and because it's true, I would much rather prefer hanging out with a group. It's not that I can't enjoy hanging out with men, and
No,
that's the
same.
distinction. I don't think I think maybe I felt like I was saying
You don't
I
like to
only
hang
like
out with
to
men
hang
at all.
out with
Yeah.
women, and I can only which is not the case.
No.
But if I had a preference,
Yeah.
yes, I would choose to hang out with a bunch of
Women.
cool women.
Yeah, no, 100%. And when you said that, because I was thinking, I almost said, what guys are you hanging out with all the time? That,
Yeah.
because we have a group of friends that consists of both men and women. And I enjoy spending time with Pandorf and Eric and Herm and all those guys, like when we're together. And would I go and hang out with them without another girl? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And would I have a great time? Yes. But those are friends we don't see that often. It's like our group of friends that we made when we were young, which I feel like is a little bit different than like making friends when you're older. And now, like, I'm not going and hanging out with like the husbands without the wives.
Right. Yeah.
Like when we're getting together with our couple friends, if the wives are busy and can't go, but like the guys are like, yeah, I can go. Like, I'm not going to go to dinner with the husbands. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, Kurt, you go. Like, if none of the wives are going, like, I'm good, you know?
Right.
Like,
I know. And I guess it's just like, yeah, I want there to be like this focus on the individual, you know? Like, I don't want it to be genderized. I don't think that's a word, but I say it a lot. I don't want it to be genderized in any way. I don't want to... There's something inside of me that resists this idea that any of the reason why I am attracted to or want to spend any time with any individual has anything to do with their gender.
right.
And that it's more about the person that they are.
Yeah, sure.
But if I'm being perfectly honest, if I had to say like, hey, who would you have more in common with and feel more comfortable around and have more to talk to with?
It's
I think
women.
typically it would be women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I kind of like... I caught myself in the moment, but then I didn't call myself out. And then I've been thinking about it, and I was like, I should probably just call myself out, talk about it. But like how interesting it is that like even in the moment when we are confronting ourselves, it's still...
Well, and I do
maybe
think
it's because I still had conflicting feelings about it that I hadn't quite worked out.
Well, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's also partially related to this whole, like, we don't want to be labeled man-haters.
Yeah.
I feel like that is ingrained in there a little bit, too, where it's like, we don't hate men.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've talked about fear of being labeled that because we come at things from a feminist point of view. And, you know, those two things get intertwined. And, like, so, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of that in there, too, where it's like, we're not saying that, like, we hate men or we don't ever want to hang out with men or that women are just, like, inherently better and, like, more fun to hang out with. But if I'm being honest, that's just the truth of it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I do enjoy my female friendships and hanging out in groups of women more than I do my male friendships and hang out with groups of men, at least in my adult life. Okay. I have two things I need to say that just were pissing me off. And this is on the similar thread to what I talked about earlier with like seeing things through an adult lens, and also talking about all this stuff all the time makes you start to analyze things and like think about things. And I was like, okay, so two things that piss me off. One is a George Strait song that I love. It's called Write This Down. Have you heard it? Write this down, make a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. I love you and I don't want you to go. Okay, so this premise of the song is like his wife is fed up with him and like thinking about leaving him. Okay, so his solution is, oh, I wasn't telling you I loved you. Okay, well, write it down. You get a pen and write it down so that you can read the note every day so that you can remember what I forgot to say.
Oh, God.
Write this down. Now, listen, I love the song. I love George Strait. I love that era of country music. Like, I don't want to go and, like, ruin it. It's not about, like, ruining it.
Right.
I'm still going to listen to it, sing it, enjoy it. But it's like, okay, so now it's my responsibility. I got to write down because you can't be bothered to tell me that you love me.
I know. It breaks your heart to think about just how many songs over the years are like, ooh, wasn't really paying attention to the message. Was just really vibing with the song. And then you think about it and you're like, oh, no.
I know. And I know it's supposed to be like cutesy.
Yeah.
You know, I know
but it always was.
It always was. And I know that's not the intention behind it. But it's like, that's really what you're telling her.
Means, yeah.
Like, I can't be bothered to like actually show you that I love you or tell you that I love you. So why don't you write it down and read it every day?
Yeah, quit bothering me, asking me to tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then another thing that pissed me off is...
And then another thing.
Have you heard of this book called How to Not Hate Your Husband After You Have Children?
No.
Okay, so and it is kind of like a running joke. Like, I had other female friends that told me, like, you're going to hate your husband for a while, but it's okay. It goes away. So this woman wrote this book called How Not to Hate Your Husband After Having Kids. And I'm like, again... So I have to go and read a book to learn how to not hate my husband. How about the husbands just learn how to not be hateable?
Yeah. How about they learn how to deal with
Oh my God.
woman who just had a baby? What's it called?
Yeah, postpartum.
Postpartum. God.
I mean, it's just like, why is it always on the woman to do the work, fix the problem?
Valley Boys, are you listening?
Yeah. I've got to read the note and I've got to now read the book.
Yeah.
And it's like, how about you guys just take some responsibility for yourselves and come correct?
Yeah.
You know?
Amen, sister.
So those two
Preach.
things just, like pissed
Really
me off.
set me off.
I'm like,
I bet George.
I'm sorry, George. I really love you, but
you gotta shape up a little
you
bit.
gotta shape up. I mean,
Be
listen,
alive still?
I don't think so.
I can't be alive.
No.
No. How old was he when he was like in?
I mean, his heyday was more the 80s too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see, because I'm trying to think when that song came out. George Strait.
George Strait. Oh yeah.
He's alive.
Oh,
He's
wow.
very much alive. 74 years old only.
I was like, oh yeah, he's dead.
I know. We're always doing that. We're like, surely they're dead. Like all my elementary school teachers, I was like, they're all dead, surely. And my friends are like, no, Sam.
He's better looking than I thought. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a
Yeah,
picture of him.
he's a silver fox, kind
For
of.
Sure.
So anyway.
Well, George, how about you write a rebuttal song?
Yeah.
Now that you're obviously, I'm sure, much more mature.
Yes.
And evolved.
That's right. You've evolved, surely.
Yeah, surely.
Surely.
You know
'Cause
what?
so many men in cowboy hats
I was just
are just really evolving.
And you know, I'm just now starting to figure out I don't think they are.
Are
I
they not?
keep thinking, man, those last 10
Well, they're
years
lonely.
especially, we've really progressed. And now I'm like, I don't think we are.
I think we are.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So,
Anywho, well, good. I'm glad you got that off your
Anywho-diddly-doodly.
chest.
Yes.
I totally agree.
and another thing while we're at it. So, for America's 250th
Bicentennial.
birthday, we
Ish.
turned 250 years
Yeah.
old. I thought, what is patriotic that I could watch just to celebrate the 250th
Oh, no.
birthday of America? And I was like, you know what? I haven't seen Dazed and Confused in a really long time. And it
Ooh,
takes
a
place in
classic.
1976 on the 200th
Nice.
birthday. So I was like,
Oh,
let me
the
watch
actual bicentennial, not
The actual
I don't know.
stuff.
Isn't the one 250 has like some real messed up name? For
Oh, I'm
it?
sure of it. Yeah. And that's when I had the realization. I'm like, no wonder we are the way we are. I watched this movie for the first time. I think I was like 11. Came out in 1996. Yeah, I was probably like 10 or 11. And I watched it with the neighbor girl who was a couple years older than me. And she was like, oh, like, let's watch my favorite movie. And it was the first time I'd ever seen it. And when I watched it again through an adult lens, I was like, yes, that was like all of us doing these things or like seeing these things and we had no idea what they meant. Have you seen it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hundreds of times.
Okay, so, you know, the proposals, like when they're doing the hazing stuff and there's the proposal scene and she's like, go up to what's his face and propose. And she's like, will you marry me? And he goes, go like this.
Yeah.
And she does it, and you can tell this girl's supposed to be 8th grade. I mean, they're not even in high school yet. They've just graduated the 8th grade. This guy's 17 or 18. She's 14. And you can tell she has no idea.
What
He's
she's
like,
doing.
yes, I will marry you. And she has no idea what it like why he's doing that. Then there's this conversation with Slater, who is like a loser anyway. Like, no one wants to sleep with you anyway.
Like a burnout guy.
Yeah,
That's
and
Slater, right?
and he says they're in the car, and he's like, "The girls in our grade are prudes, man. They're worthless. It was the girls ahead of us, man. They were wild. These girls are worthless, man. Just wait till I get to college, man." So he's talking about how the girls are prudes because they don't put out, and they're worthless.
Yeah.
Like that word, worthless. He says it 2 times. And then there's a scene where the freshman guys, who are not really freshmen yet, they like pull their friend out of the dance. He's like making out with this girl and they pull him out and he's like kind of pissed off. He's like, oh, I was getting there with her, you know? And he goes, we're freshmen now where all the girls will be putting out. Your days of pulling tongue all night are over. And I'm watching this movie And I'm realizing that at the time that I watched it for the first time, I understood maybe about half of what was going on with that stuff. Yeah. Like, it's very likely I didn't even really know what putting out meant at 10 or 11 years old. But, like, this is what we were being inundated with. Yeah. Like, you're expected, not only are you expected to be doing that or you're worthless, but the guys are definitely expecting you to. Thinking even just because they're going to high school that all the girls are going to be putting out. Like, it says something about how we condition men to think as well. Like, not just women, but, like, it's so insane. And again, I don't want to ruin, like, sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm not going around trying to ruin everything. Like, I still like the movie. I enjoyed watching it. I love it. And it's even Matthew McConaughey. I get older and the girls stay the same age. Like, I love the movie. I'm not going to not watch it. I'm not going to be like, you can't watch this movie. But it's like, yeah, no wonder.
Oh, 100%.
No wonder.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you get older, like, where did all of that insecurity come from?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, because you're watching these things before you even know what it means. Like you said, I still don't really know what that means. I assume I remember at the time watching it and being like, I don't know what that means, but I know it's sexual.
Yes.
And I know it's supposed to be like there is some kind of act that we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And they're judging it based on that. And I was like, and I better figure it out and get good at that or I'm worthless.
Yeah.
And
no, I know.
I'm worthless to the worthless guy who's not even getting laid. So imagine what the guys
that's why I said Slater's a loser. Nobody wants to do anything with him anyway.
And like, if he's saying that, imagine what all the other guys who I actually want to get with are saying. They're all thinking the same thing, if not worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a scene early on, too, where Tommy, the guy who did the do this thing, him and Randall are talking, and, you know, Randall is thinking about quitting the football team because they're going to start drug testing him. And Tommy's like, I don't want you to quit. And he says, well, do you ever think about why we even play football in the first place? He's like, how many times have you gotten laid just because you're a football player? And Tommy's like, I don't know, a couple. And he's like, I'm just saying, I think we could do just as well if we were in a band or something. Like, because that's all it's about. That's the only goal.
Priority.
Yeah. Nobody even cares about football.
Yeah.
It's just getting laid. Like, we can be in a band. Yeah. Like,
and the way I idolized this movie when I was in
love. And I mean, it's a good movie.
And it is. And I'm not trying to say it's not worthwhile. I think it's important to think critically and acknowledge that there's, you know, room for improvement even in the things we love. But yeah, I remember especially because when I was in high school, I was kind of a hippie girl. And these were the people I was trying to be.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I know. But anyway, so that pissed me off too.
Yeah. Well, rightly so.
I was I started to watch the movie. I'm like, I'm just going to have a chill night. The kids were in bed. I haven't seen this movie in years. Going to watch it, have fun. I immediately got out my computer and was taking notes.
Yeah. I feel like you've pitched this for
I don't think I have.
That segment before. Have you not?
I don't think so, because for some reason I didn't have memories of it being really significant in that regard. And then I watched it and I was like, Jesus Christ, no wonder. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ugh. So anyway,
I know, our poor little young brains just being tainted so early.
Right.
I remember watching it and being like, oh my God, I didn't know what any of this meant at the time watching this. God.
So often.
I feel like even in Greece.
That's the thing too. That movie was marketed to kids our age. Yeah. When we were watching it, my mom wasn't watching Dazed and Confused. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was marketed
it was set
to
in high school. It was for high school kids.
It was for teenagers. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
All right. Well,
one more quick thing before we get into a reality check or weeds or whatever I got to talk about. I do just have to say, I've been watching House of the Dragon and I just love it so much. It's so much better than Game of Thrones. I love it.
Oh, wow.
But
high praise.
It's fabulous. And I don't know if it's because my expectations were not as high, because I read the books, you know, A Song of Ice and Fire. So you already have this idea of who the characters are and what's going on.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's easier to be let down, or you come with a more critical lens. But so I don't know if that has something to do with it, because I did not read this book that it's based off of, but it's so good. But my only criticism of this, and also Game of Thrones, is not every guy that has a narrative can be the most badass warrior. Like somebody has, like they can't all be.
Yeah.
It's like that's how it was in Game of Thrones. It was like Jon Snow's badass warrior, Jaime Lannister's like the greatest warrior of all time. Like they're Ned Stark, greatest warrior of all time. It's like
They can't all be the greatest.
they can't all be the best.
Yeah.
Like why
Or is
can't
it regional? Are they like the best of their region?
I don't know.
And they all like.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But like it's a pretty small pool.
Yeah, the regions.
You know, they're all fucking related. I mean, what do you mean? You know, like,
Yeah.
so.
And you'd think there would be more like, excuse me, you're not going to walk up in my castle, the greatest warrior of all time. I'm the greatest warrior of all time.
I mean, it's like.
I was here first.
Yeah. It's
Jon
like they
Snow.
can't all be the best.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, that's a very good reality check for
Just saying. So,
old boy.
like, can't somebody suck at it or somebody just, like, not be the best?
Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion. It was Tyrion and Samwell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tyrion was a little person, and then Samwell just like never trained and got sent to the wall because he was, you know what I mean? So like of all the people that were exposed to it and actually trained as fighters, they were all the best. And I'm like, now somebody come on.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's just unrealistic, guys.
it's just
not gonna
unrealistic.
happen.
Not everybody's going to be the best. Should we just get into a reality check and
Yeah.
save Kiki? Okay, like
Yeah.
listen, we know we were off for July and we did not have a pop culture queen of the month.
I know you're all really upset.
I know. Well, I like sticking to the schedule, so
No,
I was spiraling about not
I'm
having.
glad
No,
you
I'm
do.
just kidding. We're gonna do Kiki Palmer. We will do her for August, and there just won't be one for July.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into a reality check because I feel like we have some things.
That's a lot. It's been a lot of spicy episodes. Should we start with?
Okay, well, I want to start with the In the City reunion.
Yeah.
Because there was more revealed at that reunion than there was Summer House reunion. And like, if you are somebody who's been poo-pooing on In the City, I recommend watching it. Now, there were some...
I came around.
Yeah, I give the season like a 6.5, 7. There were some highlights.
Yeah.
The highlight reel would be good. There was some snoozer moments too.
For a first season.
It was
Yeah, it
decent.
was okay.
The reunion, however, was great.
Yeah.
And we got more information out of that reunion. I feel like Amanda did finally get her moment to really air her grievances with the marriage.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but Kyle blowing raspberries on a woman's neck while he's out with Amanda right in front of her. No wonder the poor girl never wanted him to go out.
I mean, also just his responses in general were so asimine.
Yeah.
Like, he is so lucky that what happened at the time it did.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he would be done.
Yeah.
Because his response, just his general attitude, and then his response, like, the world of marriage that so many men in the Bravo sphere live in is their concept of what marriage is so antiquated to me and patriarchal and puritanical. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's just like, obviously these two were just doomed from the beginning.
Yes.
Like, they shouldn't have gotten married. They obviously had two very completely different ideas of what marriage was. I don't think Kyle's capable of just being like, what you need, I can't give you. He just wasn't listening to her.
No.
Like, they just, oh man. I know. I was like, you are so lucky.
Yes.
Because the shit you were saying is like unbelievable. And the thing you're trying to defend that you did.
Yes.
That was the scary part, is he wasn't like, yeah, all those things are true and I'm really sorry. He's like,
he
was defending his actions.
He was. And he had been the entire time. He had been fairly defensive the entire time, and then he would kind of come around and apologize for telling her to fuck off or whatever, but we haven't seen him take much accountability for his part in the demise of the marriage. And it was really bad. I mean, I felt pretty bad for her.
I did too. And it was just so, I feel like she can be a little annoying, just like, and like, but I don't know, this reunion in particular, I feel like she spoke clearly and like finally expressed herself in a way that everyone was like, oh, I finally kind of understand where you're coming from for the first time. And just his, like, I've supported you by paying your taxes and providing for you. Like, he's just not getting it. That, like, that doesn't have anything to do with the relationship.
No. And she was very articulate about that. I mean, she was like, no, exactly, Kyle. Like, you made all of this other stuff a priority. Right. And never me or the relationship. Like,
when I clearly told you exactly what I needed and wanted, and you just refused to absorb that.
Yeah. It's a bummer for her that she went the route she went, because she would definitely be the breakout star of the season, and like she probably would have had a long career on either show, whichever one she wanted, had she not done this. Now, I don't know what's going to happen.
You don't think they're going to invite her back for In the City?
I don't know. I mean, there's rumors that her and West might be on it. But there's also rumors.
Oh, right, because now they're that would be weird to have
together.
them both not together.
Yeah, and Kyle's going back on Summer House.
Is he?
Yeah,
that's weird.
It is weird.
Up,
him and Carl both.
It's so bizarre. It's just now it's getting weird because it's like it was different when you were that age and you were with a bunch of other people that age. Yeah. But now they're going to be cycling young people in. It's just like, it's
and he's like 44 years old. I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean. But also, there's rumors, that her and Wes are not doing well, and like I don't see the relationship lasting long enough to get them a spot on the show. No. So I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's possible they keep both of them on just for the drama of having a divorced couple on the show, like dating new people, and like that's possible. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, because I don't see Amanda carrying a narrative without either a partner or the conflict with Kyle being exes. You know what I mean? I don't think she has enough going on.
It could be like, watch me find my new path, which like could be interesting, but I don't know. She doesn't strike me, just with all of like her mental health struggles, and like she doesn't strike me as like the lead character energy that you might need to pull that off.
No, agreed. Yeah. So,
which, maybe she'll find herself. Maybe that's exactly what she needs to like get there. Is like, hey, I got to figure myself out.
She's got to ditch West.
Oh my God, she needs to be single for like 5 years.
Yeah,
I bet she would have a great time. Like it feels like she's done a lot of growth even in like the past few months. Honestly. Like, I don't know, the way she spoke at the reunion, I was just like, wow.
I know.
Your therapy's actually really working.
Yeah,
I feel like you're a different person than you were even 6 months ago.
Yeah, definitely different than the Summer House reunion, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And, like, I know it's this whole, like, saving face thing, but, like...
I don't know, it felt very honest to me.
No, I mean, her and Wes being together.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like... It's not, I wouldn't feel like, for me, just as a viewer and somebody with an opinion, I don't know if she feels like it's too little too late, but it's like, girl, just like make the decision and be like, yeah, I dumped him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I thought it was something it wasn't, and like, I've dumped him. Like, just do it.
Right.
I know they feel like they have to, like, I think she feels like it's better. It's the right thing to do, more so to like actually give it a real go. It's obviously not going to work out, and I feel like it would be better for her to just be the one to end it and be like, I kicked him to the curb.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. I feel like people would like that redemption story kind of. You'd be like, okay, now she's finally at least being honest.
Yeah,
exactly. She's finally at least just being like, hey, yeah, I know that I made a huge mistake, like you said.
Yeah.
And I was holding on to this because I felt like it would have been all for nothing, and then I really ruined a friendship for nothing.
Yeah.
But people love a comeback story too. So like, as long as you do that and you're like out there, and it's just like, I think people do ultimately want to see her succeed, see a woman like find herself and succeed in whatever way that is. At least maybe that's naive. I like to think that, but it's like, it's not gonna happen with Wes. You really think he's gonna fulfill all the things that Kyle couldn't?
I know.
Feels like there would be a lot of holes still left empty.
Oh, absolutely. And like, yeah, I do wonder if people love a comeback story for women as much as they do for men. No, I don't know. I feel like we like to just bury them dead and be done with it.
Yeah. True. Not me.
Not us.
I'm here for you, Amanda. Let's make this happen.
Yeah. We still don't like what you did, but
even like what but also it's just like, yeah, we make mistakes, you know, and like that was a big one, sure. Yeah. That sucks for Sierra. I'm really sad. That's also like
I'm really sad. I'm really sad.
It's also like I don't know these people, so I'm not that sad.
Yeah. I don't know you.
But yeah, it's just like, man, we all fuck up, so just don't keep fucking up. But she
exactly.
Seem to be, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but even with like, I was very surprised and impressed with her answer with Danielle. I feel like Danielle said something to her like about their relationship. It was like, oh, it was when they had that conversation at Summer House where she called her out for being like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
She was like, do you feel like validated in that? And she was like, yeah. And I think Amanda took it really well, and she did not get defensive or combative. She was like, no, I get that. Yeah. You know, and like she had like such a reasonable answer that wasn't like, you know, what we normally get, which is just combativeness. Yeah. And like, you know, she was like really
deadpan. Yeah. I thought the reunion was informative. I thought she performed very well. Kyle looked like a complete loser. And yeah, I mean,
my other takeaway from the reunion, I am not on board with Owen.
No.
Okay. The fucking idiot.
Yikes, spikes.
That's
a major red flag.
Major red flag. Even if you think what she was saying was dumb, because I don't think her retort of, well, if you wore this dress to a pink party, you wouldn't be let in, wasn't the nail in the coffin that I thought she was. Like, it didn't really.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't great, but it was also like his response was crazy.
Scary.
Yeah, because it's like, you'll just call women names like that on national television, even if you weren't on TV, right? The vitriol he said it with, it was just like, that's not okay.
No.
And if that was my boyfriend, we'd be having really harsh words.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like her, you don't talk to people like that.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna start talking to me like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but like, Gavin is just pointless. He's trying so hard to be relevant.
Who's Gavin? Oh, the single friend? No, thank you, no. And thank you, next.
Yes, and
everyone's
next.
like, oh, I love your pot stirring. I don't.
No, I don't either.
He was way too obvious about it.
Way too obvious.
Stir the pot, at least do it with a little stealth. Like,
exactly.
Ugh, God.
Yeah, no.
And he's just annoying.
He's annoying, and he has no storyline.
Goodbye. I know, and it's also like, how did he sneak his way in here?
I don't know. Just because
he's friends with another guy?
Yeah, I'm sure it was just one of those things where it's like, he's friends with the group. He owns that bar. Like, he'll be good. No, he has nothing going on. He's bringing nothing to the table.
Kenny grew on me throughout this season.
Not me.
I don't dislike him as much as I did at the beginning.
I'm still not on board with Kenny. I don't like him. Something's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't find them as a couple either. Like, their like relationship grosses me out too in a way.
I don't know. It remains to be seen. Jury's out. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on. Bally. Okay, so Melissa being hammered at the engagement party and being like, thank you for throwing this wonderful birthday. And then she just handed the mic to Jasmine. It was the funniest thing.
It was. She was hammered.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, who let her talk in the first place? It's awesome.
So funny.
Because you never really see her talk, really.
No. Well, and they addressed that.
Did they?
Yeah, they said that's why. It might have been in an after show, which I don't watch very many of those because I'm just like, it's too much.
Yeah.
But she has like a really high powered tech job, like corporate job, and so she has very limited screen time because of it. Gotcha. But that was funny. It was a birthday.
Yeah, beautiful birthday.
Oh man. Okay, so let's just start with like the obvious thing. Janet coming forward about her experience. Mm-hmm. Of course.
Oh my God.
All of the online, nobody believes her.
Yeah.
I was seeing a lot of this just takes away from real victims of sexual assault.
Oh God.
And like, listen, I'm not saying that like you can compare situations. Of course, somebody being groped on the butt is not comparable to somebody being forcibly raped and injured. Like, of course not.
Sure, there's a spectrum. Yeah.
There's a spectrum, of course. However, accountability starts with accountability of very small things. We all know, like, if you give an inch, people take a mile. If you're so concerned about victims of sexual assault and violence against women, how can you excuse the small things?
Right, no, exactly.
Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, and that is a thing that I think is really hard for people to swallow and accept, because it means more people than they want to admit have committed sexual assault.
Yes.
You know, and that's a hard thing to accept. I get that. But if we don't, it continues.
Exactly.
So we have to make a decision here.
Right, exactly.
And
I know.
We each as individuals have to make a decision personally.
Right.
What are we going to allow to continue?
Exactly. I know. And there were so many people that were saying that she was just saying that to like justify her behavior.
Ugh.
And I just want to read what I wrote here because I wrote it down in the fury of the moment. I wrote, people saying she's only sharing this to justify her behavior. She doesn't have anything to justify, first of all. She did nothing wrong. She doesn't have anything to justify. And she's stood by her stance for 2 years. Okay? So she doesn't have anything to justify. She was just ready to share it. Because here's the thing, too. Like, these are the same people that are saying it takes away from victims of real victims, quote unquote. She didn't say she was assaulted. She said she had an experience she wasn't 100% comfortable with or didn't fully understand what was happening in real time, and perspective is everything. That was her experience, and that's actually what consent is. You have to understand what you're doing in order to be able to consent to it. And, you know, there's such thing as enthusiastic consent. Like, the absence of a no is not a yes. And that's like where body language and all this stuff comes in. And so it is important for people that have had experiences like she had. And she said, she didn't call it assault. She said, I never told him no. Like, I never brought it. You know, it's not like she's pressing charges on this guy.
Right.
But it's important to talk about these things so that young people that are watching this and seeing these conversations understand what consent actually is. If somebody's not enthusiastically saying yes, or you're reading uncomfortable body language, like, then that's not a yes.
Absolutely.
And there's nuance to it. And the more people like Janet talk about their experience and say, yeah, I didn't really understand it. I wasn't really comfortable with it. I didn't tell him no or to stop. I may have even said, okay. That's not enthusiastic consent.
Yeah.
And the more we talk about it and you see it, the more people can understand, like, this is what actually needs to be happening.
Yeah, we also don't get to decide for other people the severity of their reaction to what happened, which I feel like is also an element at play here, where I think people have assumed what happened to her wasn't that severe. Right. So that she doesn't deserve to have a reaction later in life when she is confronted with another situation. Right. And like, this isn't valid. Right. To use as like a justification for whatever they're saying she needs to apologize for, which I'm not sure. I still don't know what her apology is for. Me neither. I don't think anybody knows.
I don't know what behavior people think she's trying to justify.
No, like, are they mad that she just brought it up at all? Or are they mad at like the way
I think people are thinking that she brought it up to kind of sway public reaction. Like, she wants sympathy.
Yeah, essentially. Or she just wants to like watch the world burn or something. You know, like, she just wants to create problems. Is that?
No, I think people thought we moved on from this situation, but we're still talking about it as 2 seasons later or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, the audience had a very bad reaction to her for calling it sexual assault. And that's been the whole thing. And everybody hates Janet for whatever reason. And so I think, you know, what I'm seeing a lot in the comments is that people think, oh, now she's got this story because she wants sympathy and she wants to, you know, and it's like, no, like, I think she was just finally ready to share it. Like,
yeah, and it's like been so long. It's like, hey, okay, I didn't think this was going to explode like it did.
Yeah.
I didn't think me calling out something that's so clearly wrong would be such a big deal.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's like the Me Too movement never happened, because to me it feels so obvious and common knowledge now that, like, yeah, women don't come forward for this exact reason.
Exactly.
Because they know they're not going to be believed. They know it's going to get turned back on them and used against them. So, like, of course she didn't say anything.
Right.
Also, it's like nobody's business.
Right.
Also, maybe she was still processing and coping with it.
Yeah.
You know, like, it takes a long time.
Right.
To resolve these things internally.
Right.
I mean, there's a multitude of reasons. Yeah, and it's sickening, the Three Stooges reaction on the show. Jesse, Danny, and Luke. Yeah. Also, Luke and Danny are just battling it out for worst dudes ever right now. I mean, the conversations between him and Kristen in the last 2 episodes were astounding.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Some of the things he said was just like, and
I know, putting pregnant Kristen to bed to rest in a coffin.
I know, and like, oh, I hadn't met pregnant Kristen yet, and
then saying the therapist manipulated him.
Oh my god!
No, I know, it's so bad. But
I don't know. She must be, and it was like in her confessional at the end of the episode, you could tell that she was like, I hope we can figure this out.
I know.
She didn't even really sound that hopeful. And it must be scary to be like, it'd be hard for me not to have feelings like, I don't think I can marry this person.
No, I know. I just listened to her on Not Skinny, Not Fat. And, you know, they're very much together. Kaya's 15 months old now. And she did have some things to say on that podcast that did make me be like, okay, I can give Luke a little bit of grace, a little bit on some of the things that she said. And, you know, I think he's not a very good communicator. I do think that whole putting Kristen to bed in the coffin, I think he was trying to like be a little playful and funny. It didn't land. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right thing to joke about. I don't find him to be quite as nefarious. I think he, unfortunately, is just a good example of some of the things we've talked about with men, where he has not been taught how to be a good partner. He's not been taught how to be a nurturer, a father. And I think he had very skewed expectations of what everything was going to be like. I think there's hope for him. Yeah, I think there's hope for him. We'll see how it progresses. I'll be interested to see how he is next season.
My biggest concern for him is that both him and Kristen are aspiring to be Danny and Nia.
No, I know.
And they're using them as like their, beacon of marriage.
I know. And Kristen and again, I don't know if this is because the season is over now. This is the first time we're kind of hearing them talk publicly, like they're doing the podcast circuits and stuff. And, you know, she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she had some things to say about Danny's behavior, finally.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that is genuine and how much of it is, I got to save face for the audience. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, Danny is the worst person of all time. He has no redeeming qualities. I'm hoping that there's hope still for Luke.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, and like
I forget, too, that he's young.
Yeah.
And not that makes it okay.
No, but but it is a factor. And I always felt that way about him too. It was really like the last few episodes where
it was bad. It was bad.
And I will say, obviously this is the thing about the show, which is challenging, is like, I'm only judging him based on what we see on the show.
No, I know.
And I know
we all are. Yeah.
Like you said, when you start to listen to these podcasts or watching the shows, you're like, I'm sure if we're considering like him as a whole person, we're only seeing a small limited thing. I'm basing my opinion strictly on this show.
No, it wasn't great.
Yeah, but it was just like, oh my god.
No,
dude.
I know.
And I get that, like, he did say, I put my foot in my mouth. I say the wrong things that hurt you.
Yeah.
I don't think he means to hurt her. It just worries me that, like, deep down, he really feels like there is a version of you that I hate.
Yes.
And it's your pregnant postpartum version, which is a really huge part of a woman's life. And that is still her.
Exactly.
As much as like we like to say like, oh, you're a different person, the hormones just change you, and they do. It's still your wife.
It's still you. Yeah.
And it also scares me, like, when he was like, it was the darkest time of my life, I wanted to be like, you have just started. What happens when your kid has struggles? What happens when your life gets hard as a parent? Are you just going to be like, I don't want to parent you right now. I don't love you right now.
I don't like
struggling.
This version of you.
Yeah. Like if you think this is the
I know.
you have you're just getting started.
No, I know.
That's what scares me. It's just like, if I was Kristen, I would be like, this guy ain't in it.
I know.
He's about to jump ship at the first step. Like,
I know. And that's the part that's hard to know is like, I don't know how much of that is really how he feels or if he just
is overwhelmed
and doesn't know how to handle it. And, and that's, you know,
is fair.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of men go through
and
that.
you do get better.
Yeah.
As, you know, the more practice you get. And it's not that things necessarily get easier, but there's something about getting over that hump, like in terms of like communicating with your partner and kind of figuring out parenting together. You do kind of get over that hump. It doesn't mean that it gets easier. The problems are just different as the kids get older.
Yeah.
There's still problems. They're just different. But yeah, I don't know. That I'm hoping there's hope for him. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's move on because I want to bring up what they were talking about. I think Michelle said something like, well, like growth is like you need to apologize and just like never do it again, talking about Danny. And Zach said, I mean, asking someone to apologize and like never do it again, I mean, there's going to be missteps. That is such a wild thing to say about groping somebody without their consent.
That's the thing is like, I think people are thinking about, oh, what have I done that I don't want that to apply? Like, this is a completely different thing. Not all the same rules apply to sexual assault.
No,
like,
I know.
What are we talking about, guys?
I know. What are we
this
talking
is the
about?
one where, no, you don't get missteps.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
There's no misstep.
Yeah,
the
like,
only response is
I'm never doing
apologize
it again.
and don't do it again.
Yeah, I know.
That's the bare minimum.
Exactly. And I know when Janet was like, if that was Jason and he woke up one morning and was like, oh, I groped some girl when I was blackout, he would never drink again.
Exactly.
And I believe her.
Yeah.
And I believe him.
Yeah.
Because some people are good people.
Yes.
And that is how they would react.
Exactly.
And you know what's so funny? Danny's confessional where he was like, at the end of the finale episode, he's like, you know, I really am a good person.
Oh, my God.
First of all, red flag.
I'm a good guy.
If anybody says that, I really am a good guy.
Oh, my God.
Anyone who says that, probably not. And it was hilarious because he was like, and, you know, not just anybody says that. Wise people say that.
Oh, my God.
He's the worst. Stop talking.
Let's go. He's the worst. Oh, my God.
I know. And then, like, it's just so funny because he does have no redeeming qualities. Like,
none.
The characters, when he came in, he was doing, and Lala was just like, I don't know how Nia handled, like, how you listen to the characters all day. And she doesn't like it either.
No.
There's so many clips of her just being like, please, I can't take you seriously when you're talking like this. Or, you're drunk, please stop. It's just like,
the worst.
I just don't believe she really likes him.
No, there's no way she enjoys him being around. There's no way she enjoys his presence.
You can't convince me.
It can't be true.
Man, he would be tough. He
I
would be tough.
It's insufferable. And this was another one where I was like screaming at the speaker. I listened to Nia was also on Not Skinny, Not Fat. I was like screaming at them. This is also the girl who hosts Not Skinny, Not Fat. She's also the one who's like, this was never meant to be like a women supporting women podcast. So,
oh, yes. I saw this clip. Yeah.
So Nia's on, and they're talking about her days with Miss USA, or pageant days. This is literally word for word what she says. She's talking about Trump bringing his golf friends to the Miss USA rehearsals. And a guy grabbed her without her consent and how they were all a bunch of creeps.
I don't know how,
How do you have that conversation and not understand that your husband is one of those creeps?
Yeah. I don't, It is impossible. I can't wrap my head around it.
I can't wrap my head around it either. And then later on in the episode, at one point, Amanda says, Kristen and Zach ride for you, and then other people are so triggered by something about you guys. Nia responds by saying, Zach and Kristen defend us because they know us in a way others don't. Other people don't spend time with us or know us in that way. And then Amanda says, then what is it that's getting under their skin?
How?
You guys, like, it's just so insane. Like, and it's like, it's so hard for me as a woman. Like, if you want to have Nia on your podcast, like, that's fine. Either don't bring it up at all, like, don't ask about it at all, or you gotta ask the hard-hitting question.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, I mean, how do you feel, Nia, about what happened? Like, what's you, like, what?
Why is this okay?
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I think they have been asked about this. And this is what I feel like we get from them is like, he apologized. We're moving on. And they're not accepting the fact that, like, if he hadn't have done that when he was drunk, the, like, concern of him drinking wouldn't be that big a deal.
Right.
It's that he said, I apologize and I've washed my hands of this. I'm religious, so it's like it never happened. You apologize for things and then it's over. That's not how it works in the real world. No. But you continue to put yourself in the exact same mind frame that you did this.
Right.
Which you said
around the same people
is the only reason why you did that.
Yeah.
So then why would anyone trust you?
Exactly.
You know, it's like it's their refusal to understand and comprehend that. And then it's also their defensiveness towards it being called out in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like this interviewer who was like, well, why are they so upset? I think a lot of people in this world didn't see what he did to be that big of a deal. And that's the issue, is that, like, we have lived for a long time with it not being that big of a deal.
I know.
And it's like, yeah, well, guys grab girls' asses all the time. It was Jasmine. It's no big deal. Like, he was drunk. And that is the absolute problem.
Yes.
Is that if we, like you were saying, if we let this slide, we let everything slide.
Exactly.
And, like, how people don't get, how do you not get that?
I know. And I just will not, and I cannot understand the women that are out there calling Janet a liar, saying that it's just justifying behavior, saying that it doesn't count. I cannot understand them. Yeah. I can't understand where they're coming from. I just can't. And I can't understand where women are coming from when they're just brushing this off like it's no big deal and Janet was the problem for calling it sexual assault. No, Danny is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I can't understand it, and I refuse to even try. And it's just so insane to me. Like, I can't.
I know. And I was really glad at Kristen's reaction when Lala brought it to her.
Yeah.
I was like, good. She seems to be absorbing this and, like, didn't get defensive.
Right.
And was, like, you know, the one person with a reasonable reaction to a certain degree. And then she did come around and watch what happens live and finally was like, you know, a lot of his stuff, the things he's done is indefensible.
And let's just go ahead and touch on the couple of just abhorrent things he said. Okay, let's see here. Oh, daddy shouldn't be on his feet now that mommy's home.
We didn't even get to the vasectomy of it all.
Oh, my God.
That whole episode was a nightmare. The way he talked.
Disgusting.
And also, like, I'm sorry. It's an outpatient surgery.
He's fine.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, get up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No, I know. Ridiculous. And then him bringing up the birthday sex, and Nia was like, I don't know, like, the baby's in our room. And he goes, we'll make it work.
Gross.
Don't
say that out loud.
Disgusting.
So keep it to yourself. Yeah, and the way he talked about birthday sex, too. Like, my birthday sex, like, I'm owed
He brought
this.
it up, like, 4
I
times.
know. Also, just the whole, like, grown man being sad about his birthday. Like, you do this to me on my birthday. You're an adult.
Yeah.
We don't do that with birthdays anymore.
That, no.
Get out of here. You're already in Mexico. Like, that's the birthday. Okay?
No, I know.
Like, thank God for Lala this season.
No, really. I know. And it's so funny because I feel like there were so many people who were like, I was thrilled to have her back. I have always liked Lala. She has her flaws. She has her issues. But, like, I've always really liked her. And there are so many people that are like, I don't want Lala back. And I've seen so many of those people that have said that be like, I can admit when I was wrong. And, like, we needed Lala this season. I was like, yes, we did.
The truth sayer. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And, well, the only sober one, too, which really helps.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And she's funny. So.
Yeah. I don't always love, like, can you back off the dogs in the home?
I know.
She's like, dog.
That's what I always. Like, what? I know. She's so much more evolved now. I keep using that word, but like she used to really bother me. She'd just be like this all the time. I'm like, could we just relax a little bit?
I know. She's scrappy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What do we got? I think that's all my notes. What else do we have? Well, you're not watching Next Gen, so
No.
it's great
And
TV.
Orange County is already a snooze fest.
Oh, yeah, Orange County. What is going on there? Nothing really.
I just like the things they argue about. I'm just like, ugh, so boring.
Yeah, I can't even like remember what happened really. I don't even really understand the fight that's going on with Heather and that.
No,
I didn't
and
understand
I just
that.
really dislike Tamra, so I'm just like, ugh, God.
Yeah, I'm glad Vicky's back though.
Sure.
Hopefully we'll get something interesting out of it, something to come.
Yeah.
What was I seeing? Oh, I did watch the first 2 episodes of House of Stassi.
Oh, nice. How was that? I saw the trailer.
It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, she's just perfect reality television.
She really
personality.
is. You know, and listen, you know, I know she got canceled and everything.
Oh,
She's definitely had her share of controversies. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
Katie's on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So they squashed their beef, episode 2.
She was like, hey, you want to squash our beef and come on the show? She was like, yeah.
No, but that's and what's really interesting about this show is there's no fourth wall.
Oh.
So the first episode, she's like, let's start with the test shoot. So they're like showing some stuff from the test shoot. And she's like, you know, I wanted Katie on the show. We had kind of a falling out. She's like, I knew I was going to have to address that with her if I wanted her to come on the show. And she's like, and people are like, oh, interesting timing. She's like, yeah, no, I know. I wanted her on the show. Like, so there's no fourth wall. Like, it's very much about it being a show.
Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of an interesting spin. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah. And so
I mean, it could, yeah. It's definitely time for a new.
And it's an interesting cast of characters because it's Katie, it's Stassi's best friend Taylor Strecker, and then it's Beau and the kids, and then Stassi's sister is living with them, and Beau's sister from Italy is living with them, and then Christina Kelly is on it, which I just always felt like she was just like very mean girl, like I'm prettier and hotter than everyone, so I'm just gonna be mean to everyone. Like she just, you know what I mean? She just had that energy. I have listened to her a couple of times, I guess on Stassi's podcast over the years, and I liked her a lot more in that setting. She just seemed very down to earth and normal. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Nice. I will be watching the season.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Hulu though.
Oh, it is on Hulu.
Yeah. Well,
You can have my Hulu password.
Oh, cool.
We'll cut that out.
Yeah, they're gonna come for you now.
They're gonna come for me.
All right, should we grape and gripe? Do we have more to talk about?
No, I think that's it. We've been going forever, so okay, let's grape and gripe.
Cool.
So my gripe, it's my own behavior. I'm griping myself for my own behavior. It's when I use my Aldi quarter knowing I'm gonna regret it.
Oh, how so? I
have an Aldi quarter in my car that I keep in my car for the carts at Aldi. And every once in a while, a situation will come up. It's usually a parking meter, or there's been a couple one-off things where I'm like, oh, I need this quarter.
Outside of Aldi.
Yes, where I'm like, I need this quarter. And I'm like, don't do it. You're going to regret it. And I'm like, no, it's cool. I'll remember. I'll remember to replace it. And I never do. And today that day came. I went to Aldi and I was like, no, I used my Aldi quarter.
Were you just outside begging? Quarter?
I just went in with my bag on my shoulder like a loser.
That's what I do every time.
No, I know. And walked around with my bag. Filled my bag.
Like a thief. That's how I feel. Like, does anyone think I'm robbing the place? I'm just shoving groceries in my bag. Nobody does. So.
No, nobody cares.
My gripe goes out to weather apps and just weather outlets in general. Why are they not all the same?
I don't know.
Sometimes I use WeatherBug, and then sometimes I'm like, this has not been accurate lately. So I go on the Weather Channel network. What's it called?
The Weather Channel.
Network
Weather Channel app. There's no network. Yeah.
And then it's totally different. I'm like, are we not getting our weather from the same source?
Is it not coming from the same
sky? Do we each have our different apparatuses that we're pulling data from? Like, is there not one localized? Why are they not the same?
I know. I don't know.
I don't get it. So if somebody can figure that one out for me, that'd be great.
Is there like liberal weather, conservative weather?
Seriously.
Is there fox weather?
This is like the non-climate
Semen
change
weather?
doesn't exist weather. Everything's great. Blue skies, nice and cool. No rain, no floods,
no ticks, no bugs.
No, everything's good over here.
We're good. No, I don't know.
All right, well, what's your grape?
My grape, what is it? Oh, my grape is going to babies and or toddlers mean mugging, or when they're just like not fucking with you. They're like, no, like you smile at a baby or wave and they're just like, no. I just love it so much.
It is the best. It really hurts when they do it to you, but when you watch it, when you witness them do it to their people, it's like, yeah, idiot.
No, I was talking about me.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I interact with a baby or a toddler and they're just like, please, woman, or they'll be like,
that's me most of the time with kids.
Yeah.
Small kids, you're usually like,
no.
Bad vibes. Okay, mine goes out to my new collection of hats I've been collecting. Collecting. Words aren't firing for me right now, but I've just kind of committed to the fact that like I got to start wearing hats on the regular because the sun is just too much. I got to commit to protecting that skin. So I've been trying to buy more hats, and I bought this really cute leopard bucket hat in San Francisco, which I'm stoked to wear. It's a little too hot for it right now. I got a hat at the Grand Falloon. I got a couple just like baseball hats I've been wearing.
That's so funny because I decided that I also have to commit to a hat, and I have my losery, with the hole for my bun, but I'm like, no, I need like to just, and I have this really nice straw sun hat that's like nice looking, and I just always feel like I look like such an idiot. But I was like, I have to commit. So I took the kids to the fair on Wednesday, and I did like a little cute little low bun with a claw, and I put on my hat, and I was like, you're a hat person. I was in the mirror and I was like, you are a hat person. It looks good. It looks cute. Like I even took pictures of it to send you. I have them. I was like, I can be a hat person.
Yes, we're all hat people.
Yes, it's totally just in your head because then we go to the fair and my stepmom was like, oh, your hat's cute.
Thank you. Yes, it is. 'Cause I'm a hat person now.
Right.
I know. I used to think I looked so stupid in baseball caps. Like, I've never worn a baseball hat.
I know.
But I was just like, I can't be going on walks without just like, and I don't need, sometimes you don't need the whole situation. I just need
the forehead and the nose.
Yeah. But by God, I'm rocking it. And I feel
I
like
feel
I look
like you look cute in hats though. At least
I can do.
At least you do winter hats. Yes.
I've always been comfortable with a winter hat.
Yeah.
It's the build hats that I feel like are hit or miss. And like I think I look cute in hats. I just always feel like I look ridiculous. Like everyone's like, you don't. What are you wearing a hat for? Not that I look bad, but they're just like, hats
How
not
did
necessary.
we get like this? Because 50 years ago, if you were outside of your house, you were wearing a hat.
Oh, I know.
You didn't go anywhere without a hat. Men, women,
Yeah.
we're all wearing hats. Like, how did we go so far in the opposite direction that we feel like complete losers with hats on?
So,
where does this messaging come
I know.
from?
It's, you know what it is? I feel like it's like you're trying too hard when you wear a hat is what I feel like. Where everyone's just like, oh, look, she's wearing a hat. She thinks she's cool.
Oh, you think you're a hat person,
you're
do
a
ya?
big shot, huh? Big time. Wearing a hat outdoors. Well, I hate to break it to you, you're not. That's what I think everybody walking by me is thinking in their heads.
I know.
Or,
I just think people
look at this idiot. You think she can wear a hat?
Look at this idiot. Yeah, she looks so dumb.
Because you know why? Every once in a while, depending on the hat, I've thought that about somebody.
No, I know.
That's
No, I
why
know.
we think it. Because
I
there's
know.
been a time where you've seen somebody a hat and
You're like,
"That's a
absolutely
stupid
not.
fucking hat." I would be
But
devastated.
just a regular hat
Yeah,
is
regular
fine.
hat. I'm talking about one of those
Not
like
wearing like a patchwork
cool-
beanie
too
or
cool
whatever,
hats,
you know? Yeah.
Even
Oh,
though I'm
dear.
like, it's a split, 'cause I'm like, they do look cool in that, but I'm also like, stupid fucking hat.
I know.
It's insecurity. I'm projecting for sure. I wish I could wear that hat.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's jealousy.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
jealousy's a disease.
Wow, I just really bared my whole soul about hats. But so, anyways, I got some cute ones, and I'm just wearing them. So
I love it.
new-
Well, I'm wearing
new
mine
me.
too. So
Cool.
we're going on the journey together.
We'll wear our hats next episode.
We should.
We should.
We'll get used to it. All right.
Oh Lord! All right.
All right.
Good to be back.
Yep. Bye.
3, 2,